Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of April 13th, 2025. I'm going to begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, as well as your rising placements. So you're welcome to look at any of those placements or maybe another placement that you regularly follow. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. At the end of this reading, I will do a collective general reading for everyone watching, utilizing our mystery card here at the bottom of this deck. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading, not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that one message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So as I always say with a collective reading, just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one, face-to-face, live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetarot.com, for more information. With all that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's see, what do you not see coming for the week of April 13th, 2025? We have dirty offer. Okay. You are receiving a dirty offer. You are making a dirty offer. Maybe you're receiving an offer, but you perceive it to be dirty, and it's really not. Let's see what this is all about. Tell me more about dirty offer here for Aries, sun, moon, and rising. And remember, Aries, this is a collective general reading, so this could be in your professional, personal, or romantic life. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Swords. Someone could be offering you the opportunity to heal a situation with them. You might find it to be dirty because maybe it's not something that you want to heal. The King of Wands. So could be your energy, could be the individual coming towards you this week. I feel like somebody wants to offer like a peace offering. And again, you might look at it like it's dirty because it's not really something you're interested in, or it comes with strings attached and therefore you're labeling it as being dirty. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Emperor. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the High Priestess. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, your communication. Ace of Swords, you're seeing things very clearly. And then we have the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Cups to the Tower to the Seven of Wands. Okay, that's exactly what's happening here. So I have the Emperor here, which is your energy, Aries, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't make a difference to me. But I see here you receiving this communication. It's coming in pretty quickly, most likely within the next 7 to 8 days. So it's definitely popping up here for the collective's energy for this week. There's been some kind of Ten of Swords moment between you and this individual. So this is a sliding scale card for me as a reader. So I don't know what the Ten of Swords has been for you. You had an argument, a disagreement. There's some discord here. A full break, betrayal, backstabbing, very cutting words exchanged between you and another person. I just know that there was something cataclysmic between you and another individual, and this person is coming in, offering you an offer. I'm almost feeling like it's a peace offering. However, I feel like you're perceiving it as being dirty because you're not really interested in not only receiving this person's offer, but like even accepting it. But I think you're kind of turned off just by receiving the offer here. Four of Cups, I see you in this energy of not saying yes or not saying no. The Tower is here. I feel like this is a bit of a shock to you that this person would even approach you with this. I also think it's a bit of a shock to the individual that you are not jumping on this to say yes. Seven of Wands tells me you're pretty guarded towards this individual. I almost want to say even closed off. Let's see if we can find out what this offer is. I'm definitely feeling like it's a peace offering. Hey, like let's have a discussion here. Knight of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Let's get to the bottom of this. I don't know who this King of Cups individual is. Could be masculine, could be feminine. Definitely wanting to mend something. There's a need here for you to tap into your intuition. Don't automatically do what I'm telling you the cards are saying you're going to do. I mean, this is just giving me the energy. You have the divine gift of free will. Maybe you do want to accept this person's offer. I'm just picking up the energy of the majority of the collective rejecting it. I'm also feeling like disgusted. But again, use your, intuition and your divine gift of free will to make your decision. Hermit mode here. So I feel like it's someone that you and there's been like a period of, I heard awkwardness. That's not usually what I get with the Hermit. I usually get a period of silence, but maybe there has been some awkwardness after this ending or whatever foul words were exchanged. I'm hearing foul words. So it looks like you've had an argument or a disagreement with someone, and they're coming in this week trying to clear the air with you. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Swords, clarified by the World, the Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, which is kind of how I feel you're going to be. So there's been some kind of ending or perceived ending with this individual. They feel abandoned. They feel left out in the cold. They feel like you're not communicating with them like you used to. If this is a love relationship, I mean, we have no cups on the table except for the ones where you're like, yeah, thanks, no thanks. So I don't think you have a lot amount of love for this person. I'm sorry, cross watcher. I feel like you have shut down or shut this person off is the feeling that I'm getting. You have high defenses. The Emperor can be very cold when they want to be. And I feel like this person wants to come in out of the cold, Six of Pentacles, and again, extend to you some kind of olive branch here to make amends or to try to right the wrong here. Tell me more about the King of Cups here. This is the individual who I feel like they're making you this, offer a proposal, and then they're just sitting. They're just sitting with their cup, kind of waiting for you to respond back to them. Who is this King of Cups here? Who is this King of Cups here? Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. For some of you, could be a love partner, a romantic partner. If not, it's just someone waiting for you to make a choice, because the Lovers is the, original choice card in tarot. So this person could just be waiting for you to make a response here, like a yes or no, whether or not you will accept their... It's not an apology. I mean, maybe for one person watching, this is an apology. I feel like this is an offer of like, can we get back, like an offer of reconciliation or offer of trying to make things work, or to restore something back to what it used to be after this hard ending. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Cups, clarified by the Devil, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. After something toxic occurred, I have King of Pentacles here, so it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If not, it's someone leaning very much into masculine energy, because, I have the two kings here. So I feel like there's been some kind of ending here. Something toxic occurred in the connection. This person is feeling an immense amount of heartbreak. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just letting you know what the cards are. Cards signify here this individual is dealing with a lot of heartbreak. But although they are experiencing this heartbreak, they still would like some kind of passionate new connection with you or reconnection with you. So take all that, how it resonates to you, Aries. You have someone who wants to come in from out of the cold and reconcile with you. Remember, it could be a friend, family member, or lover. We had very little cups on the table. I think you know who this is. I almost feel like the advice here, I could get 3 cards of advice, but I feel like the advice is to just use your intuition, especially if you deem this person or this connection to be toxic. I'm not sure why you would want to return to that. Bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. So you might feel bad rejecting this person's offer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Advice for Aries. We have the World, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. That's very interesting energy. There's a delay. Your advice is to be delayed in your response. I don't know why you need a delay here. The delay is to end this connection, World card, to bring it to a conclusion. But to delay doing that, there are some options or choices or something else you need to look into, Page of Wands, that you need to discover in a very balanced way. So I'm going to throw out an example there. I'm speaking to an Aries where you live with someone. There's been some terrible Ten of Swords moment. This person is asking you, do you want to reconcile? If you say no, then you immediately would have to vacate the property or the premises or the home. So there's something here, and that's just an example, but there's something here about being delayed until you can discover a more balanced way, yes, to like find another residence. Four of Wands. So, and again, this could be like job related. There's something here saying like, just like bide your time for as long as you can. And maybe that's why your energy is the Four of Cups. You're not saying yes. You're not saying no. You're being defensive. So maybe if you can delay this, seems to be the advice here. Like, I need to think about that, or that sounds interesting, again, until you kind of get your ducks in a row. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week of April 13th, 2025. You are receiving a dirty offer. If you like this message, if it resonated with you, or you want to claim all or part of it, or maybe just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 13th, 2025. We have rejected. Okay, Taurus, you could be rejecting someone, or they could be rejecting you. Let's see what this is all about. Tell me more about rejected here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Interesting how the Aries card is someone's making them an offer, and then the Taurus card is saying rejected. So maybe you and Aries are receiving an offer together and you're both rejecting it, or one of you is making an offer to the other and, you know, the other individual is rejecting it. I don't know. Tell me more about rejected here. If you're a Taurus Aries cusper, meaning you're born within a few days of Aries season ending and Taurus season beginning, you may want to take a look at their reading as well. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Cups. Okay, tell me more about rejected here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do we need to know about rejected? One more shuffle now. Thank you. Rejected being clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have a Knight of Swords, the Fool, and Six of Wands. Six of Wands to the Chariot. Oh my, to a Tower. To the Six of Swords. And then the Four of Cups. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups. I'm getting two messages for the Taurus collective. I'm getting a message of 50% of you are making an offer to someone, and that individual is rejecting it. And then I'm getting the opposite message. 50% of you are receiving an offer from someone, and you are rejecting it. So let me see where this is going. I have two queens on the table. So far the energies here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries again in that Fool card. Cancer in the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups here for Taurus. Who is this Queen of Cups? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Cups clarified by Judgment, Three of Swords, and King of Cups. King to the Queen of Cups. Tell me more about who is this Queen of Wands? Who is the Queen of Wands here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Queen of Wands clarified by Temperance, Seven of Swords, and Five of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck, I have Two of Cups. Taurus, I feel like this is you, but I want you to take the message how it resonates. I'm going to read it both ways. For group one, I have a group of Taurians who, after some kind of heartbreak in a connection, and after feeling maybe betrayed or even backstabbed by this other individual's behavior, and that behavior left you feeling an immense amount of loss and grief and sadness. You are making the judgment call, it appears, to... I want to get one more card on this, Taurus. I want to clarify that Eight of Cups before I go any further with that message. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's almost like a let's do this again. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 8 of Cups clarified by the Star card, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. Okay, that's exactly what this is. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. So I'm going to read this 2 different ways. I have a group of Taurians that after some kind of setback or heartbreak in a connection, due to some type of 7 of Swords behavior, lying, cheating, betrayal, deception, etc., and feeling an enormous amount of regret and remorse and sadness over what has transpired, I have a group of you that despite all of that, although you were in the process of walking away from this individual, you're kind of like turning the car around, so to speak, and wanting to heal the connection instead. I think you're looking for clarity from this individual to see, are they as willing to correct or rectify or heal the situation or the connection as you are. And I feel like if this, you're going into this with, if this person says, you know, yes, I'm going to feel very victorious and very happy, and you know that we can have this new beginning again. I think what you don't see coming is that the person doesn't say yes or no. I think they sit on it, and I think for you that's a bit heartbreaking. If that's not your story, Taurus, then I have it in the complete reverse then, okay? Because I definitely have 2 groups of you. So the second group is you have had some type of heartbreaking situation with an individual, and that person is coming to you, Taurus. You've engaged in some kind of 7 of Swords behavior, betrayal, lies, deception. It has made this person feel immensely lost and confused and sad. However, despite all of those feelings of lack and abandonment and sadness, this person still wishes to get some clarity from you about whether or not the 2 of you can resume the connection, rebuild the connection, or reconnect in some way. And this person is going into this conversation feeling like if Taurus says yes, I'm going to feel like on top of the world. And unfortunately for them, Taurus doesn't say yes or no. Taurus just sits there with a, I have to think about it. And I feel like it's quite the Tower moment here. Chariot to the 6 of Swords. I feel like whoever's being rejected, and I don't know, because it's a collective reading, Taurus. So, you know, I don't know if you're in group 1 or group 2. I just know that whoever feels rejected almost feels like they want to get up and leave, because I think the overall atmosphere becomes very uncomfortable. So I have someone who's sitting here in the, I don't know, I have to think about it. And then I have the person who's making the offer feeling very rejected by that because it was not a resounding yes, and almost feeling like, kind of like a grab the keys and go. I don't mean permanently. It's just kind of like, well, I got to go, or I'm going to go for a drive. Or it could be I'm going in the other room. I don't know if you live with this person, King to the Queen of Cups, you may. But there's something like just wanting to like create a little bit of distance between the person who made the offer and the person who's receiving the offer. So take those messages how they resonate. I definitely have 2 different groups of you, one making an offer, one receiving an offer. Either way, energetically speaking, the offer is declined. I mean, it's kind of left hanging in the air, which for me, when, you know, whenever I'm doing a yes no spread for a private client and I receive the 4 of Cups, I take it as rejection or dejection, kind of like, you know, not interested in it because it's not a resounding yes. So I guess if you want to remain optimistic and hopeful, this could possibly be a maybe. I have to think about it. Let's see, that type of thing. That's the best way I can read the 4 of Cups. It's definitely not a yes. I'm sorry, Taurus, and I'm sorry, Cross Watcher. But that's what I have for you, Taurus. Remember, at the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will. So you can say yes or no, or I have to think about it, or any other witty comeback you have for this offer. That's what I have for you, my dear, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, or maybe you just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Taurus, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini twin gang. Let's see what's headed our way the week of April 13th, 2025. We have fake smiles. Could be you, Gemini, or someone very close in your environment. So let's see, what is this all about? Tell me more about fake smiles here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm picking up a song, but it's so distant. Maybe it'll come through more in the reading. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Jesus. This is, I think, the third sign in a row that has seen a tower at some point in its reading. All right. Tell me more about fake smiles here. Tell me why fake smiles is here for Gemini for the week of April 13th, 2025. I don't know why I was about to say August. So maybe this involves someone whose birthday is in August. Let's see where we go with this message. Or something is starting now, which will culminate or end in August. Tell me more about this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Fake smiles is being clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, I have Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Pentacles. That leaves a Two of Pentacles, Justice, and Nine of Cups here to a Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, I feel like this week, although you're working in this Eight of Pentacles energy, now working could be you literally have a job and you're working, or it could just mean like you're keeping busy, learning a skill, expanding a skill, doing housework projects. It could just be a staying busy energy, or it could just be you are really investing all of your time into work. And the reason why you're doing that is because you're feeling abandoned, or you're feeling in lack, or you're feeling like not good enough. I think you're smiling and you're trying to put on this brave face that like everything's great in Gemini land. And look, I'm busy working and I'm getting things done. But I kind of think that you're doing all that as a distraction. Something here has triggered the Five of Pentacles for you, whether it's something that happened today or something that happened in the past, and you're just thinking about it today or thinking about it this week. I feel like you're just, I don't know, you're putting on a show. I think you're putting on a show that everything's okay, but your heart is breaking. Again, either because something recently just happened or you're recalling something from the past. What is this Five of Pentacles here for Gemini? I think in your tarot card of the week, one of the cards that came out, I think you had like an Ace of Wands, and it might have been the Knight of Cups, was flanking the Five of Pentacles. So this seems to be a little bit of a recurrent theme here for the Gemini collective lately, of like feeling down, feeling not good enough. Could also be like you literally are having financial issues with that Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the World card. So for some of you, something either just came to an end, or something came to an end in the past. This is weird. Are you thinking about your birthday? I know we're like a month and a half out from Gemini season, but I don't know why with that World card, like another trip around the sun. Are you thinking about something that happened on your birthday? Or maybe you're already feeling depressed. Your birthday is coming up in a month and a half, and there's some reason why you're already feeling down about it. It's probably for one of you watching. So don't take that message if it's not for you. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. Why are you feeling this way, Gemini? We have King of Wands. We have Five of Swords. And we have the Emperor. Whoa, that's a very heavy masculine energy. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups to the Chariot. Okay, so I'm going to read this a couple of different ways because I'm reading for so many of you. There could be something here where you're recalling back something from your childhood in that page energy. Something that you went through a lot with someone. Could be a father figure here, King of Wands to the Emperor. Could be an older brother, a grandfather, or it could be, you know, a feminine, but who leaned very much in their masculine energy. And with that Five of Swords, and I see Seven of Swords, whether it was masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of aggression. So you could be, for whatever reason, thinking back to a moment in your childhood, again, in that Page of Pentacles energy, or just when you were a lot younger and you were dealing with this very aggressive, verbally volatile individual. I don't know if this took place, for some of you, could have taken place around your birthday, and maybe your birthday coming up is triggering this, or some kind of vacation you took as a child. Something is triggering this in you. You're recalling this. It was a pattern that you experienced with this individual. I feel like, you know, when we look at the Chariot to the Page of Pentacles, it's like you're a world away, right? From how old you were when this happened. Yet for some reason this week, you're being plagued by the memory of whatever took place. And it doesn't have to be childhood for all of you. Just could be when you were a lot younger. But again, there was something really cutting here and deceptive and hurtful. I'm surprised we didn't see the Three of Swords, but yeah, hurtful and burdensome that you've been carrying. For some reason this week, it stirred within you. So I think you're putting on fake smiles and everything is great in Gemini land. And you're trying to stay busy, but I think inside you're recalling the pain. For others of you, if that's not what's happening to you, then it appears that this week you're having a pretty cutting dialogue with an individual who's leaning very heavily into aggressive masculine energy. Whether they're masculine or feminine, no consequence to me as a tarot reader. I'm just reading energy. But this would be very, I heard egregious behavior, very cutting words between you and this individual. This could be a boss. This could be your partner. I think you're, again, staying busy and putting on some lovely smiles to the rest of the world. But I think inside, again, there's almost like an emotional avalanche about to happen. So take it how it resonates to you. If you know your relationship with everyone in your life is going okay, then it probably is that first message that came through where you're hearkening back to some horrible memory from years ago. And again, you're just kind of staying busy and preoccupied and fake smiling, but you know, at the heart of it, it's really hurting you. Or it's happening this week between you and someone. And again, could be a boss or someone else. Again, I think you're putting on fake smiles. I think you're staying busy. I think you're on the go, go, go. But I think, again, inside there's something here. I don't know why I heard like emotional avalanche. Tell me about this Knight of Cups to the King of Cups here. Now, I'm going to say one or two. I'm going to give you two messages here, Gemini. That Knight of Cups, justice. Okay, so it's very possible that regardless of whether or not it is category one, you're in category 1 or category 2, it's possible here that the individual who hurt you in this way, even if they're from way back, that you receive some kind of apology from this person. You could receive some kind of an apology. Again, whether it's a past person or it's a current person that you experience this with. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups clarified by 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's communication from this individual. They've sat on this for a hot minute there with the 4 of Pentacles. They were really up in their head. They weren't quite sure if they wanted to apologize to you or not. Tell me more about this King of Cups. One more shuffle here, please and thank you. King of Cups clarified by 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and Ace of Wands. Yeah, take it all how it resonates to you, Gemini. Either way, regardless of which timeline you were on there, I think you're just nose to the grindstone. I just heard nose to the grindstone, staying busy, keeping your head down, doing your work. I don't think you're letting the world know how much this is bothering you, whether it's a memory from the past or it's something that just happened. That's what I have for you, Gemini, for the week of April 13th, 2025. Looks like you'll be fake smiling for a little bit this week. Aren't we all? We usually do that at some point or another. That's what I have for you, Gemini, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or maybe you just found it to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what's headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have moves in silence. Tell me more about moves in silence for Cancer. You could be moving in silence to or from, away from someone or something. Or someone is moving in silence to or from you. Tell me more about moves in silence here for Cancer. Sun, moon, and rising. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. So it's a soulmate, soul bond connection. That could be a friend, family member, colleague, lover. Remember, it's a collective general reading. Moves in silence. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands. The Emperor. King of Pentacles. My God. Nine of Wands. It's like three very distinct energies here. Page of Wands. Three of Cups. Again with the threes. Three energies. Three people involved here. High Priestess. Two of Swords. Page of Cups. Knight of Swords. Ace of Swords. This is so wild. Okay, you're all on different timelines. You're going to have to take this how it resonates to you. You have one, two, possibly three people, okay, moving in silence towards you. This would be an individual or individuals that want to reconnect with you, reconcile with you. So you're going to take it how it resonates to you. If you had an argument with three people at work, this would be three people wanting to communicate with you this week, offer an apology in the hopes that you can all reconcile and become, you know, great colleagues once again. For those of you where you've just had one individual, take it as one because I'm reading for so many of you. But I definitely have up to three very distinct energies on the table. They all happen to be masculine. They don't have to be masculine. We all embody masculine and feminine energy. But if these are, you know, feminines, they're leaning very heavily into their masculine energy. Either way, one, two, or three people, they're moving in silence to come towards you with some kind of offer here. There's an apology. There's an offer of reconciliation and reunion. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands, because I feel like this is you. I feel like you've gone through this before with this person or these people. So I don't think this is anyone new coming towards you. I feel like you're thinking like, here we go again. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think you at some point already emotionally disconnected from this person or these people. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands here. This is definitely your energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands being clarified by Eight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. This is a bizarre message I just got. I feel like someone just hijacked the Cancerian collective. Let me clarify Page of Wands. Page of Wands, please. That's an entirely different message that I just got. I'll let you know what it is. Let me clarify the Page of Wands because that's specific to one person, okay? Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Page of Wands here for Cancer. What is this Page of Wands here for Cancer? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Page of Wands clarified by Seven of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Swords. Okay, now I'm going to get back to the message. For the overwhelming majority of you, you have one, two, possibly three people approaching you this week wanting to reconcile with you, wanting to come back together again. For some of you, it's leaning a bit more either on work or family with the Seven of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, but take it how it resonates to you. Then I have and I want to say for those of you where you do have someone from the past or a group of people from the past coming in to reconcile with you, I'm getting here like this is your advice here in the High Priestess energy to make an intuition overhead over heart decision. Okay, I'm not going to tell you to say yes or say no. You have to do what you feel is best for you. Then I have an extremely bizarre message that came through, which is probably for one person watching. There's been one, two, possibly three individuals that have been conspiring like against you. I'm not that kind of tarot reader. Okay, I'm not. I've really not. If you've been watching my channel for the last year, you know that I'm not this kind of reader, but someone watching needs to hear this, okay? There's one, two, or three people that have been working together. Notice how in the Eight of Wands in the deck I used for you, they're tied together. So it's like individual people, right? But they're tied. And the one thing that they have had in common is deceiving you in some way. Seven of Swords, lying about you, betraying you. It's like they've been moving in silence, working to, either like harm your reputation or just to try to get one over on you. Okay, only take the message how it resonates. Like I said, it's literally for one person. I feel like if you're resonating with that message, this person gets caught. There's justice that's being brought to that situation. Again, it's probably for one Cancerian watching. But if something like that has been happening, I feel like they're brought to justice. Now, I don't know if this is karmic justice. I'm going to clarify it for you. For others of you, it literally could be like legally. Like there's some law, legal involvement here. I got to grab the kippers. I never do this on my weekly reads, but someone needs to hear this. So 1, 2, or 3 people. Oh God, this is probably for one person. I'm so sorry. I do feel like the collective was just hijacked on this message, but obviously it's important. So 1, 2, or 3 people have been conspiring against you. I don't know what that conspiracy is. It just looks like there's justice being brought to the situation. For some of you, it's karmic justice. So you might hear about that something happened to these individuals. I don't know, they lost their job or just, something like that. It's kind of like karmic retribution for what they have done to you or they were trying to do to you. For others of you, this is legal. All right. I really think it's one person watching, but tell me more about justice for that. Oh, we have coffin. Tell me more. Pathway. Courtship is upside down, and we have thief. Okay. Bottom of the deck, house, main female, and high honor. So I feel like someone tried to, like either 1, 2, or 3 people, and again, I'm not this kind of tarot reader. I feel so weird even giving this message. Try to shake your foundation in some way. You could be main female, main male. I don't read body parts, okay? But I think in some respect, when it comes to your work, you're seen, whether you're masculine or feminine, as a very hard worker, okay? I feel like this individual or these individuals have been trying to betray you or deceive you in some way. There's something here happening where like their shenanigans or their games are coming to an end with the coffin card. There's like, I feel like the truth is being brought to light here. You're either finding out that this person or these people did this to you, or there's something legal here happening because it's like, it was like a group of them doing something, but now it's like upside down. I don't know if one person is turning on the other. There's something like that happening here. I feel like they're being exposed as a thief, or again, trying to rob you of your reputation. There's something here happening. You're either going to hear the karma was served, or you're going to hear that these individuals were like literally like something legal happened. I don't know if that's like an arrest or something. I don't know. It's a bizarre message. I usually really don't do those kinds of messages, and I don't want to laugh at this because it seems pretty heavy right now. So I'm feeling a bit awkward with the energy. But only take that message. And like I said, it's probably one person. For the rest of you, you have 1, 2, or 3 people that at some point deceived you or lied to you, and they are coming in wanting to reconcile. And you're being told here to use your intuition to make the best decision for yourself on whether or not you want to accept their apology or not. Give me one card on justice here for Cancer. One card on justice, please. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So for some of you, I want to say for the majority of you, like, because I really think that one story that I just got, that, or not a story, it's a message. Someone is experiencing that. I feel like that's for one person watching. I feel for 99% of you, your karmic justice, so to speak, is that this person or these people are coming towards you to offer you an apology. Because of you're receiving a message. So just take those messages, how they resonate to you. 99% of you, you're receiving an apology. Someone's moving, or a group of people moving in silence towards you. Could be work-related or family-related, but whoever it is, you're being guided here to use your intuition on whether or not you want to say yes or no. And then I have that like 1% of you watching where it's been one person or a group of people conspiring. You're either going to hear that again, some type of karmic retribution was, I don't know, they've received some kind of karma for their behavior towards you. And for others of you, there's literally like something legal happening. Like you might hear this person or these people got arrested because of what they've done to you. take that only how it resonates. That's a bizarre message, but that's what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. I literally had to sage the place after Cancer's reading. No offense to Cancer. It's not their fault. Leo, let's see what you don't see coming for the week of April 13th, 2025. We have Hooked. Tell me more about Hooked here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Someone may try to sell you something or offer you something, like get you hooked on something, or hooked on an idea. You could also have someone here who's hooked on you. Let's see where we go with this message. Tell me more about Hooked here for Leo. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Cups. Tell me more about Hooked here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Hooked is being clarified by the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Cups, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, I have Five of Cups, shows itself again, Knight of Swords, and Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Temperance, Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant to the Lovers. You have a choice to make here this week, my friend. It looks like you're receiving some kind of communication, an offer, or an opportunity. Yeah, I feel like someone is trying to hook you with a tempting offer. I actually feel like this is good luck for you. I think this is I'm getting the feeling here that this is a good thing. I think you have been in this state of the Four of Cups. So you're coming across here. Let me tell you what I'm seeing and feeling here. I think you're coming across an Empress energy. I feel like you are in this new, I don't want to call it a chapter, new cycle of your life, Wheel of Fortune. I think things are about to turn in your favor. I think presently you're sitting in this Four of Cups, going about your day-to-day routine. Maybe nothing really spectacularly like exciting is happening to you in this Four of Cups energy. I kind of feel like you've been waiting for an offer to come through. And I feel like this week there's an offer coming through. Tell me about the Hermit here. Tell me about the Hermit here. Yeah, I kind of feel like you've just been doing your own thing, taking care of business, waiting for some kind of offer to come in. Even here in the Five of Cups, you know, in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the individual is looking at the Three of Cups that are spilt over and they're kind of lamenting and crying. But in the deck I use for you, this person's not even looking at what was spilled. They're kind of looking off into the distance, waiting for the new to come in. So I kind of feel like you have been, like I said, just going about your business, doing your thing, taking care of your responsibilities, and waiting for an offer to come in. Tell me more about this Hermit energy here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups bringing that Ace of Cups. Seven of Swords. And the Sun card. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Swords. So yeah, whatever ending here has transpired for you, whether that was in career and finance, within a platonic connection, like with a friend, colleague, neighbor, a family member, it could be a love ship for some of you. Something came to an end. And since it came to an end, I don't think you have been trying to replace it. I hope that that makes sense. Meaning, I'll give you an example. You had a relationship end and you're just taking care of everything else in life. And although you would like to have love enter your life and you're sort of waiting for it to come, you're not in a rush to find another lover and like replace the one that you lost. I hope that's making sense to someone watching. So whatever it was here that you lost or that left your life or whatever ending you had here, I think you've been going about your business. You'd like something to come in to replace maybe that space in your heart or the energetic space in your life. But you're not recklessly running after anything or anyone to replace it, right? And the Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords to the Sun would be like recklessly, okay, my relationship ended on Friday and now, 2 hours later, I'm on a dating app. I got to find someone new like right now. That would be like a very codependent energy. And that's also a way to sabotage your happiness. So I feel like that's not what you've been doing. I think you've been in hermit mode and regrouping and reorganizing yourself and taking care of everything else. So whatever came to an end, you've been in no rush to replace it, although you would like at some point to have something come in and replace whomever or whatever you lost. I hope that's making sense. Okay. And so while you've been in this contemplative state, kind of waiting, going about your business, I feel like something comes in. Someone, tell me about the Knight of Swords. I feel like the Knight of Swords is delivering this Ace of Cups, this opportunity here. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. Could be work related for some of you. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords, this information, communication, offer, opportunity. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Swords, clarified by Knight of Pentacles. The High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. For some of you, this is financial. For some of you, this is a financial offer, something that will offer you long-term stability. So maybe for, I could be speaking to a Leo or a Leo placement where you've lost your job. For whatever reason, you've been able to take care of your other responsibilities. I don't know, maybe you live in the United States and you're on unemployment, or maybe you've had some reserved savings and you kind of have just been living on that. You're not rushed to take the first job that comes in because you're looking for the right job for you. Again, this is just an example. In that case, I feel like you are receiving a pretty solid financial offer here. You're kind of sitting in the state of financial lack. I think you've been hoping and praying for a job to come in, but at the same time, you're financially comfortable enough right now that you're not going to rush and accept the first job. So I think you have a pretty enticing job offer. Again, you've been putting out your applications and resumes and all that. I think you have a pretty enticing job offer coming in, and I do think they're trying to hook you. I think they're making like a benefits package be very alluring to you, or the pay would be substantial for you, enough to get you out of that Five of Pentacles. I think the offer is something, one, you've been manifesting with the Magician, and Three of Cups, I think it's something that you will be able to celebrate. If this is not a financial offer coming your way, maybe for one person watching, this is someone from the past who wants to come in from out of the cold, and they could be offering you a pretty solid apology. Now, you can accept an apology and not take the person back, or you could accept the apology and take them back into your life. At the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will. For others of you, I feel like you are meeting. I don't know why this came up in your tarot card of the week. I feel like you could be meeting an individual this week that is making you an offer. Tell me more about the offer, because I feel like it's love related. So 3 different groups of you. 1, you have a financial offer coming in. 2, you have someone from the past coming in with an apology. And again, you can accept an apology and, then choose whether or not to accept the person back into your life. That's, up to you. And 3, this is actually a love offer, like from someone new. 3 of Wands. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. If this is a love offer, this could be someone wanting to exchange information with you, like phone numbers, so they can communicate with you, get to know you more, get to know you better. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups if this is a love offer. Thank you. 6 of Swords, Justice, and 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's communication. And now I just got a 4th message for you. Okay, so message number 1, financial opportunity. Message number 2, someone from your past is coming in with an apology. And again, up to you if you want to accept them back into your life or not. 3, this is a love offer. This is someone new that you're meeting, and you're maybe like exchanging phone numbers or something like that. Or you could be even matched on a website with that Knight of Swords energy. Sometimes that could be electronic. So it could be something like that where you're matched with someone online and you're going to begin communicating with them. And then I have a 4th message. You have someone in your life. I don't know if they're a friend, family member, or lover, but they could be inviting you on a trip. They could be extending an offer to you. And this trip could be anything. We saw that 3 of Wands card looking out at the ocean, 5 of Cups looking out at the ocean, 6 of Swords being out in a boat in the ocean. So I don't know if someone's inviting you on a cruise, inviting you on vacation. They could even be offering to pay for you to go on vacation. Like if you are invited and you say, I'd love to go, but I don't have the money, this person could suggest like, well, I can loan you the money or I can help you pay for it. There's something like that here also. So take all those messages, how they resonate to you. But either way, you have an individual who's trying to hook you this week, either with a really sweetened job offer, past person coming in, like I said, with a pretty solid apology. For others of you, you're meeting a new person and you're being matched or hooked up with them. And for others of you, you have a friend, family member, or lover who's inviting you to travel with them, possibly something to do with the ocean, maybe go away to the water, or actually be on the water, like on a cruise or something like that with travel. Could be happening in the month of August, but it's coming up now in conversation. And this person could even offer to pay for you or to pay for part of it if you express to them that you don't have the money for it. Take all those messages, how they resonate to you, Leo. But it looks like you have 4 potential really nice offers coming in, and what you choose to do with them will be entirely up to you. But this week, my love, someone is trying to hook you. That is what I have for you for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Leo, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what's headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have impersonator. Now, on the card, it says wants to be like you, acts like you, dresses like you, tries to look like you, and copy you. In personal readings that I do, sometimes the impersonator card comes out as a person, place, or thing that is not exactly what it appears to be. Okay, so let's see what Tarot has. Tell me more about this impersonator here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Like I remember I did a reading for someone and the impersonator card came up, and it was someone trying to come across as being like genuinely sincere and apologetic for something that they did, and they really weren't. They actually ended up asking the person for a favor that actually came out in the cards, and then she emailed me like 2 weeks later and she's like, oh my God, the impersonator card. Yeah, that person was coming across as, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then a few days later, they asked them for money. So let's see what Tarot has for the collective on this. Tell me more about this impersonator here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Okay, you don't see this coming. Tell me more about this impersonator here for Virgo. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Clarified by the Lovers, the Hierophant, Justice, and 10 of Swords. Well, I don't like that ending. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. That leaves the 10 of Pentacles, the Sun, and Judgment here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Lovers here for Virgo. Tell me about the Lovers here for Virgo. I'm like being flooded with messages right now, so please let me just bear with me while I clarify some of these. Lovers, High Priestess. Tell me more about the Lovers here. So on the table, just to let you know, we have Taurus and we have Libra. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Why is the 10 of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool, 3 of Swords, the High Priestess. Why is the Hierophant here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Empress, the 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. This is a really weird message. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles now. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. You've been waiting for this. 2 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Swords, 3 of Cups. All right, and the Emperor. Let me try to unpack all of these different messages here. Message number 1. I could be speaking to a Virgo. Actually, I should say I am speaking to a Virgo who has a choice in lovers. Okay. And I have lots of messages, so yours is going to go longer than usual, and I'm going to get criticized that I'm giving favor to you. I really don't give a F. I have to tell you the messages that come through, and there are a lot. Okay. I'm speaking to a Virgo who has a choice in lovers. It appears if you're that Virgo, you are married and you also have someone additional. You have someone on the side. I feel like your primary person, whether that's like a spouse or someone, whoever you've been with for a long time, I feel like they find out about your other person. I think in that respect, they're looking at you like you are an impersonator, like you came across as being monogamous and a straight up person, and you were very true to them and you were supposed to be honest, and now they're seeing you as being deceptive and maybe a manipulator and having this other person on the side. And so in that respect, this finding out that you've had this other person is breaking their hearts, and it looks like they're ending the connection with you, which you don't really seem to mind because you sort of have been waiting to find a way to end this connection so you can move on with the other person because you feel that that person is your wish fulfillment. Group number 2. I'm speaking to a Virgo where you have been the choice, okay? You've been dating someone who's in a connection with someone else. They could be married or in some kind of long-term commitment. Their other person, who I guess technically would be their primary person, has found out about you. And you are receiving some type of news or communication this week that their person has found out that they have been juggling them and you. In that respect, their other person is ending the connection. And it seems like your person doesn't really seem to mind because at the end of the day, they wanted to be with you anyway. I think where there's a little deception here that may come into play is that this person might make you think that they're choosing you, but what they're neglecting to tell you is that they're coming towards you now. And I do think they always wanted to come towards you, but I think they were always at this 2 of Wands, like when to do it, when to move towards wish fulfillment. Now they're going to make it sound like they actually are taking a leap of faith towards you. It's sort of what they're neglecting to tell you is that their other person found out about you and is ending the connection with them. I'm not saying that they're rebounding to you because I do think all along they wanted to come towards you. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It's just the overall vibe here is they're gonna try to conceal from you what really happened here with the primary person. Okay. Then I have a third group of you. There is no third party going on. Okay. I think that you are being given a choice this week to reconcile with someone. I think you've had a pretty hard ending with this individual. I think you're receiving communication from this person this week that they would like to maybe like come in out of the cold. They want to rebuild this connection with you. I think what this person is doing is that in order to win you back, they are promising you long-term commitment. They're promising you marriage. They're promising you a fresh start. And I feel in that respect, they're being a bit deceptive. I'm not sure this person is capable of offering you a fresh start and long-term commitment. I mean, I do think they want to come back into your life, but I just think that they're overselling what they can provide you with. I hope that's making sense to you. Like, I think they're trying to offer you, like, we can move, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, like we can start over. I think they're offering you something solid where maybe in the past they just, you know, showed up in wand energy or Knight of Wands energy. This seems to be like, well, we can start over, or we could build a family together. You know, it's like they're promising to make all your dreams come true. And in that respect, I feel like they're a bit of an impersonator, because I don't really know if they can provide what they're offering. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. This is the person making this offer to you. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles here. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. See, I feel like this person is stuck in a pattern. I think they're stuck. I think this is a pattern with them where they overpromise you and you let them back in and then they let you down. So in that respect, if this is resonating for you, I feel like they're doing it again this week. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Yeah, I think this person is really trying to put their best foot forward here. I think they're trying to sell you on I think they want reconciliation and victory with you, very much so. And I do think that they're presenting themselves in a way that they can make all of your dreams come true. I just want you to use your intuition. Please don't do what I'm telling you to do or another tarot reader is telling you to do. It just seems like they're overselling what they can really do, or maybe in the time frame they can do it in. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. Three very distinct messages. One, if you're cheating on your person with another person, it looks like your person's going to find out about the other person and they're going to end the connection. And I really don't think you mind, because I think you want it to be with that other person to begin with. For others of you, again, in some kind of third party here, it appears that your person's other person finds out about you. They're ending the connection because of that. Your person's now coming towards you as if they chose you. But, and look, they do want you and they've always wanted you, but it's because their person is leaving them, which is why they're coming to you so much quicker than they were in the past, okay? Because now it's like they have no choice. Or maybe before they had to decide when they were going to do it. Now it's like the time is now. And then for others of you, there is no third party involved. You have someone from the past coming back around again, trying to, really wanting victory and reunion with you, but trying to oversell you on these promises. And they're being a bit of an impersonator in that respect, because I think this is a pattern where they try selling you on something and then you just end up waiting for it to happen and it never happens. So I kind of feel like it's a break, repair, and their method of repair is to oversell themselves every single time. If none of those messages resonated with you, please just check another placement. But that's what I have for the Virgo Collective this week, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you liked any of these messages, if they made sense, if you want to claim them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Virgo, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what is headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities. Tell me more about bad habits here for Libra. Now, it doesn't have to be drugs, addictions, toxicities. It could be patterns, habits, codependency, sex, drugs, rock and roll, man. Let me see, stop. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. Do you have a bad habit of keeping secrets, Libra? Tell me more about bad habits here for Libra. Tell me more about bad habits for Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Bad habits clarified by Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Strength, and Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Queen of Wands. I have two, oh, let me take this. Nine of Wands, and there's the High Priestess again. Okay, so this is a very specific message. And it appears I have two of them, so bear with me. Libra, Group 1, you've got the bad habit of being in an entanglement. It appears that you have two individuals in your energy that you are giving to, or two individuals in your energy that you are holding on to. Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. They could be kings and you can be an empress, or you could be an emperor with two kings. I don't read body parts. But I feel like your energy here is the Knight of Wands. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands here. I think like you keep it a secret. I've got a couple messages here. Bear with me. I want to work through the first one. So for my first message, dealing with a Libra. I'm speaking to a Libra right now where you have two individuals that you're dating or juggling. Now, if it's not two individuals, it could be two jobs. You could be needing to make a decision between two jobs, maybe a job that is more financially solid for you, and then another job here where it's just a lot of fun, or a very steady and stable job, and then the concept here of going out on your own and opening up your own business. Tell me about this Knight of Wands here. One more shuffle. Please and thank you. Knight of Wands clarified by the Tower, Judgment, Five of Pentacles. Jesus, what's happening to my collective this week? What's that Tower? One more shuffle here, please and thank you. Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. Okay. I feel like I'm speaking to a Libra, and again, I'm going to give you all these messages individually. I feel like I'm speaking to a Libra where you're juggling two different people, a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. I feel like there's a Tower moment here this week. I think you have spent money on one of these individuals without the other individual knowing. I don't know if you've spent money to go on a trip in the Chariot, or to go visit someone, or to take someone out on a date. Chariot to the Ace of Cups. There's something here where you've been a little reckless in the Knight of Wands energy, and you have created a Tower moment for yourself because you've spent money to go see someone, or to go be with someone, or some kind of trip or vacation. And I feel like you've been keeping it as a secret. I kind of feel like the secret is out this week. One of these people are about to find out that you spent money on the other. I'll get to the other messages. Bear with me. If it's not your message, just grab some popcorn. Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles could be someone you're in a long-term committed relationship with. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles clarified by Queen of Swords. Geez, another queen. Queen of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Star card. Who's this Queen of Wands? One more shuffle here, please and thank you. Queen of Wands is Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So, Libra, I feel like you have made the decision. You're creating a Tower moment for yourself because you have spent money giving love or an offer or travel or vacation or something to a Queen of Wands. Okay. And whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, whether they're your spouse or a long-term partner, they are finding out the truth. I feel like they're cutting you out. Okay. And I think this person will be trying to heal this week. And I think you thought that you were going to be able to keep it under wraps in the High Priestess. King of Wands to the Moon, and then the Six of Wands. I feel like the secret is out. Okay, so just take that message only, only if that resonates to you. I'm going to collect these cards now, and I'm going to clarify the message now for other Libras where that message does not resonate with them. If this is work related, let's clarify this if it is work related. Clarify that Page of Pentacles for me. Bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. clarify this Page of Pentacles for me. One more shuffle here, please. Please and thank you. Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Remember, I'm reading this for career and finance now. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles here. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Four of Pentacles, clarified by Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Emperor here for Libra in regards to career and finance. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Emperor is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Three of Cups. Okay. If this is work related, okay, Libra, I feel like there is a discussion here or something is transpiring here at work. You're going to have to make a decision on how you want to handle this, okay? The overall feeling here is that there is some kind of disagreement or discord within a group setting at work. So this could be like between you and your higher ups. This could be between, you know, higher ups, higher management. If you're a business owner in the Emperor, this could be you arguing, having some type of discord or disagreement with your business partners or employees. There's some type of disturbance here happening at work. There's an argument. There's an argument here at work, and it can involve several different people. I have up to 4 distinct energies on the table, but one of them is you. Okay, so it's like you and 3 other people here are arguing. I feel like you don't want to hear it. I feel like this information comes in and you need to make a choice and you don't really want to make a choice. I feel like you're sitting here like, oh my God, I can't believe that I have to deal with this, or I can't believe I have to deal with this nonsense. And in that respect, I think bad habits here is like there's not that it's a bad habit, but I feel like this is something repetitive that happens at work where you're constantly arguing with this person or these people, or this group at work is constantly arguing, and you kind of have to like intervene and play the adult here to kind of get everyone to, you know, go back to their workstations or whatever and to continue working. But this time when it happens this week, I feel like you're just over it. And now I think you're going to take control of the situation, but I think initially you're over it. There's like a delay here before you actually take action. Where maybe in the past you were very quick. I feel like this time you're a bit reserved and you're up in your head because it's this feeling of, oh Jesus, like Jesus, you know, I got to do this again, or I have to intervene again. So there's something like that happening where it's work related. And I want to read this one other way. I want to read this one other way. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles here for Libra. I don't know what happened to my collective this week. Bottom of the deck, 4 Cups. Clarify this Knight of Wands here. Libra, I feel like you are going to be dealing with an individual this week that is very immature and has resorted back to a bad habit or a negative pattern. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Knight of Wands, clarified by 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, yeah, and 3 of Wands. So then I have that third group of you where you're dealing with someone else. And this person is always engaging in this 7 of Swords behavior. It could be someone you work with or someone you've known for a very long time. Could be a family member for some of you. I feel like you're receiving tangible news, information, or proof this week that this person is engaging or re-engaging in some type of behavior that to you, when you're looking at it or thinking about it, you see it as a bad habit or a bad pattern or something this person has done over and over again. Tell me about the 4 of Pentacles here for the Libras dealing with that situation. One more shuffle. Thank you. 4 of Pentacles clarified by the Tower, the Empress, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Swords. I feel like in the past you've tried to keep in touch with this person or hold on to them. I don't know if you were trying to help them. I don't know if you stayed in their life because they're a very close friend or they're a family member, but I feel like this week you're done with them. I feel like this week you're putting an end to the connection because of this behavior that they're engaging in again. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. I'm just going to draw one card for each of these. Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like when this news comes in, you now are not only deciding to end the connection with this person, but you now have to tell maybe other people in the friend group or at work or in the family. It's like it's left on you to now go notify these people of what this person did. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers. The Emperor is clarified by the Eight of Swords. And the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands. So, yeah, you're going to have to make a choice. I think you're really up in your head about what kind of approach you're going to take to notify these other people of two things here. One, this person has engaged in this behavior again. And two, you have decided to terminate your connection with them. I think it's significant that these, for you to tell these other people, because let's say this is a family member, you could be going to, I don't know, a parent and two siblings and saying, this is what our brother or this is what our sister did again. And you know what? I just can't have this person in my life anymore. They're way too toxic and they've been doing it for a long time. And we thought that they were okay, but they've resorted back. They've been keeping it as a secret. And now that I have tangible proof that they're engaging in that again, I'm cutting them out of my life. It could be something like that. But now you telling your, mom or dad and the siblings, it's now going to affect their connection with that person. Because you're, I don't know, maybe you live with them and you're like, I don't want this person in the house anymore. So take all those messages, how they resonate. But it's pretty significant. It's an impact to these people, not only what this person did, but now you're telling them that you're cutting this person off as well. Only take those messages if they resonate. And if they don't resonate at all, please, for the love of God, just check one of your other placements. I kind of feel like my Virgo and Libra collective has been a little bit hijacked this week. Maybe we have some new energy flowing into the channel, and that's okay. Everyone is welcomed here, but it might take a week or two then for those two collectives to kind of start to balance out again. So take those messages only how they resonate to you. And if they do, and if not, check another placement. That's what I have for you, Libra, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, maybe just found them to be helpful, hopeful, or possibly even entertaining, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what's headed our way. As a Scorpio moon, I'm quite curious what's headed our way the week of April 13th, 2025. Wants you back. Okay, someone wants you back. Let's get into your deck here. Tell me more about wants you back here for Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Could be someone you've been in a long-term relationship with. This could be a family member. It could be a friend that you consider like family. Tell me more about wants you back for Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. Wants you back, clarified by the Tower. Gosh, I think that's like the third or fourth time this week I've seen the Tower now. Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Judgment. Oh, let me take this, Queen of Cups. Okay, what is this Tower? What is the Tower here for Scorpio? And remember, don't force the message if it's not yours. Just check another placement. I'm a Scorpio moon. I can just feeling the energy. I don't think this is my message this week. But I'm going to deliver it to you just in case it's yours. But if it's not your message, please don't force it. Tell me more about the Tower here. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Tower is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Death card. Who is this Emperor? Actually, I already know who the Emperor is because I have you here as Queen/King of Cups. So, Five of Swords. I'm sorry, Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here? One more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. Five of Cups, clarified by Page of Cups, Justice, and the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil, Ten of Swords, and a Queen of Wands. Why is the Hierophant here? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Why is the Hierophant here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Hierophant, clarified by Ace of Wands, shows itself again. Four of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck. Hangman, Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Star card. So, obviously, and look, if it's not your story, just don't take it. It looks like there's a Tower moment. Either just happened or it's going to happen very early this week, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay. There's a Tower moment here happening. I feel like there's some cutting words exchanged between you and another individual. Okay. I think this is someone that you either work with or you've been collaborating with for quite some time. I feel like this individual is coming in to offer an apology. Now remember, tarot sometimes can make things sound worse than they actually are. I don't know. Maybe you put on a dress and you said to your person, how do I look in this? And they said, that's what you're going to wear. And that could have been it, right? That could have like pissed you off enough where it created an argument. And now this person is coming in and apologize. It doesn't always have to be lying, cheating, deception. Okay, I know some tarot readers make it sound like it's, the end of the world, World War III type of stuff. There's obviously a Tower moment here. It's someone that you either work with in that Three of Pentacles or you collaborate with. Could be in a community group, could be in a friend setting. For others of you, yes, could be a love ship. Take it how it resonates to you. But this Tower moment is between you and this individual. This individual is rushing in to offer you an apology. They're trying to right a wrong. They're trying to unburden you and unburden their connection with you by explaining things in that justice energy and offering you an apology. It could be something like, I don't know, you couldn't get a hold of someone for a hot minute and you kind of got pissed off, and this person is coming in with an explanation and apology. I'm sorry, I didn't answer the phone. I put the phone on charge and I took a 3-hour nap, and meanwhile you were getting upset because you thought they were ignoring you. Just, I don't see anything really bad here. But I do see that there was a rift or a little war of words, some type of disagreement, and this person is coming in with an apology. Five of Cups, I feel, and I kind of like the Five of Cups here because in the deck I use for you, the Stained Glass Tarot, the people come back together again. So again, I don't know who this is, your neighbor, your colleague, your friend, your coworker, family member, lover. I don't know who it is, but it looks like you're accepting the apology that they're giving. And you're like coming back together with this person after like maybe being out in the cold, or maybe you ghosted them or they ghosted you. There's something like that happening here. I feel like with the Hierophant, the apology is solid. Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Swords. This person just like, they don't want to argue with you anymore. They're trying to move into calmer waters. It's like they want like, it's like a new start. It's like, I'm sorry I did this, or I'm sorry I said this. So yes, this person wants you, back into their life. They're making the judgment call to extend this apology or explanation to you. And then, of course, you'll need to make a judgment call if you're going to accept the explanation apology, and also if you're going to accept this person back into your life. I can tell you, for me, the only way this resonates for me is I actually had that moment earlier today with my person where, he came by and did and said a couple things, and it rubbed me the wrong way. We didn't argue, but I ended up addressing it in text. And where I thought it was going to turn into an argument, he didn't. He just said, you know what, you're right. You're right. And I'm very sorry. So, it could be something like that. So please don't get in your head over tarot. But there is someone here that you've had some kind of argument, disagreement, discord. I don't know. Maybe for some of you, it is a full out separation. Take it all how it resonates to you. It's a collective general reading. I just know that this person is coming in for an apology, and energetically speaking, it looks like you are accepting it. What you choose to do, though, will be entirely up to you. That is what I have for you, Scorpio, and all Scorpio placements for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or maybe just found it to be helpful or hopeful, or maybe even entertaining, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what's headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have jackpot, winning money, getting rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Could be a raise, could be a promotion. I don't know. Maybe you're meeting the love of your life. Maybe you're settling something with someone. Tell me more about jackpot. You could be finding something out, and whether it's pleasing to you or not, it could be like hitting the jackpot because now you know the truth. Why am I getting that message? Now you know the truth. Now you can move on. Now it's like jackpot. Bottom of the deck, temperance, which is your energy. Tell me more about jackpot here for Sagittarius. That was an odd message to get for you. Tell me more about jackpot here for Sag. Sun, moon, and rising. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Jackpot, clarified by Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, King of Cups, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. That leaves a Five of Wands, the Emperor, and Three of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, this incoming communication here. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords here for Sag. Bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Swords here for Sag. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Knight of Swords clarified by Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Empress. Tell me about the Magician here. Tell me about the Magician here. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. The Magician clarified by the Lovers, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. What is that Three of Swords over there? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Three of Swords clarified by the World, Strength, and Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of threes. The Empress is card number 3. The Six of Cups reduces to 3. The Lovers indicates a choice. I have 2 people here. Well, 4 actually with the Empress. But this is a communication coming in. I kind of have like the marrying queen. And then I have someone single. And then I have the Three of Swords. And then I have Three of Cups here. And the Queen of Wands is showing herself right behind that. I don't know what's happening to my collective this week. Sagittarius, I kind of feel like I'm going to read this 2 different, well, I'm going to have to read this a couple of different ways. If it's not your message, please check another placement. I really don't know what's happening to my collective. I could be speaking to a Sag where this is a third-party situation. I don't know why this is coming up this week. I hardly ever get these. And you're like the 4th sign this week to get this. So, I could be speaking to a Sag where you are in a third-party situation, okay? And I feel like you were not aware. The feeling I get here is that you were not aware that your person had another person. Like either that they were married or they were in a long-term commitment. I kind of feel like your person had a primary, maybe someone they're married to or they have kids with, that they've been with a long time. They have shared resources with this person. And I feel like your person has had a choice for a while about whether to stay with their primary or to move towards you, okay? And I'm kind of feeling here like it's you. You have decided to exit the situation. I feel like this person was going to eventually choose you. And I say eventually, but I do think they were eventually going to choose you. I think your jackpot win is and you're like stepping into a new portal, because even though this breaks your heart to either find out about this person, or, that they have this spouse or this other long-term commitment, or you're finding out that maybe they weren't leaving them like they said they were going to, or maybe they told you they were leaving them now and you find out they're not leaving them now. Take them as just how they resonate. But you're the one making the decision to walk away from a third party. And in that respect, bingo, jackpot, you're the winner. Even though it sucks and you feel abandoned and your heart is breaking, I feel you're mustering all the strength you have inside of you to walk away from this individual, because they either didn't take the steps to end the other connection, or you didn't even know that the other connection existed. Take that only if it resonates to you. But your victory here is in walking away from this situation. There's an end to a third party here this week. And it appears, Sag, you're the one ending it. Now, I'm going to read this a different way. If you're not the other person, then you're the primary. You're the spouse. You're the spouse, and you're finding out that your person had another person. And you're deciding to leave your person and to become independent and autonomous of the connection. You're deciding that your person should have chosen you to begin with, because they do have some type of assets with you, or they've, many years invested. Maybe you have a family together or kids. And in that respect, you could be finding out about this third person, and you are making the choice to walk away. It's almost like, if you want him, you can have him. You want her, you can have her. But I'm not going to participate in this. And in that respect, I think you won the jackpot, because you finally know your worth and your value enough to walk away from someone who's been cheating on you for quite some time, maybe up to the last 5 years. So take those messages only how they resonate, and if they resonate. Okay, don't force the message to fit. If you're a Sagittarius in a very happy marriage, please don't comment below, "Are you saying my husband is cheating on me?" No, just stop. Just stop. Okay, it's like you'll all right, when you're being cheated on. When your person has another person. Maybe you don't have the hardcore facts, but this isn't anything like terribly shocking. This is like you've known, but now you're getting the concrete proof. And in that respect, you're deciding to walk away. And like I said, for others of you, you're the other man, other woman. You're either finding out they had a spouse, or you're finding out that they're not leaving the other person, the other spouse, when they told you they would. I don't know, maybe they said, "I'm leaving them by the end of April." And now you're going to find out that they really aren't. Someone is leaving a third party here this week, whether they are the primary or the secondary. Take all those messages how they resonate. It's a collective general reading. Claim it how you want to claim it. And if it's not your message at all, I still love you. Check another placement. I don't create these messages. They are what they are. Okay. I can't change them. So if it doesn't resonate, I feel like it's oddly specific. So yeah, Sag, if you're the mistress or mister, whatever, you've been the secondary, I feel like you're finding out about the primary and you're putting an end to, you're like, "I'm out. I don't want to be part of this third party anymore. You said you were going to leave him or her by this date and you haven't, and I'm out." It's kind of like, call me when you're single. And for others of you, you're the married person. You're finding out your person has another person. You kind of have always known, but it's like now you get facts. I feel like the information rushes into you this week, and that's all you needed to make this concrete decision. It's like, you can have him, you can have her type of thing. I'm out. And I think that's your jackpot. That's your big win, because you're choosing you over a cheater. That's what I have for you, Sag. Again, if it's not your message, I'm sorry. I feel like a couple of my signs here have been hijacked this week. Maybe it's because of an influx of new people on the channel. So bear with me. If that's not your message, check another placement. And if not, within a week or so, these messages, everything energetically will balance out But that's what I have for the Sagittarius Collective for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what's headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have the creativity card. Sometimes I see this as someone who has narcissistic tendencies. The card itself, on the card, it says steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates you. Could be like an energy vampire, you know, someone who feeds off of you. Let me see where we're going with this message. Tell me more about this for Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. Tell me more about this for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Hangman. We have the High Priestess. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Star. That's exactly what it is. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Wands. We have the Devil, which is your major arcana card. And we have the Two of Wands. Capricorn, I feel like you have someone here this week who is feeling emotionally down. Five of Pentacles. They are feeling abandoned. They're feeling left out in the cold. They could be having financial issues. There could be a whole host of reasons why this individual is in the state of the Five of Pentacles. And it may or may not have anything to do with you. However, they're seeing you as the star. They're seeing you as a source of healing. They're seeing you as an individual that they can communicate with. And they're hoping to get something from you, get your energy, get your compassion, get your empathy, get your love, because they're feeling in lack. So yeah, I'm going to take this card meaning as someone who's feeding off of you like an energy vampire, right? They're feeling down because they have been dealing with something in their life. Again, a financial loss, an emotional loss, you name it, but they're turning to you as a source of healing, as a source of energy. I feel like you're receiving some type of communication from this individual this week. You'll be at a crossroads on whether or not you want to entertain it, engage with them, talk to them about it. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. Why is this person feeling this way? I feel like they feel like all tied up. I don't know. They somehow have gotten themselves in a situation they feel they can't get themselves out of. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Why is this person feeling this way? The Ten of Cups, Judgment, and the Nine of Wands. They could be dealing with something, bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Could be something financial. Could be a problem they're having at work. Could be a problem they're having within their family unit. And I don't know who this person is to you. Friend, neighbor, colleague, family member, lover, you know, friend. It's going to be different for all of you. But I know that they're going through it. They've been going through it for a while, and now they're turning to you, hoping that you could somehow not resolve the issue for them, but that you can soothe them or comfort them in some way. Bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Pentacles. They're looking for you to invest your pentacle energy into them so they can feel better. Because to them, you appear to be doing better than they're doing. So it's like they're turning to you for your energy. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, this communication here that Capricorn is receiving. One more shuffle. Thank you. I feel like they want to unload their problems on you so you can be compassionate and empathic and, you know, nurture them and baby them and tell them everything will be okay. And yeah, Ace of Cups, the Hierophant. For some of you, you're married to this person or you work with them in that Hierophant energy. Ten of Wands. Yeah, I think you're receiving communication from this individual. I think they want to unload their burdens on you. They want to tell you all the problems they've been having, whether they're emotional, psychological, professional, financial. I just kind of feel like this week, this person wants to dump all of their problems on you for no other reason than to have you feel sorry for them. Or like I said, to be more like empathic towards them and baby them, you know, tell them everything will be okay. Tell me about the Two of Wands here. I feel like you're going to be at a crossroads with this individual, not sure how you want to respond or what you want to say to them. Tell me more about the Two of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. And I'm going to say this, in the deck I used for you in the Two of Wands, this person almost looks like they're all bandaged up, like maybe even in a straitjacket, but they're getting loose from it. feel like this person is wanting you to, again, not solve the problem, but see here in the Hangman, I don't know if you can see the card, but the person's all tied up in this card, in the Hangman. And then here in the Two of Wands, it's like they're starting to become loose, or whatever's been tying them up is loosening them up. They're looking for you to, the World, the Six of Wands, yeah, and the Death card. They're hoping that whatever nurturance or energy or love or any sign of devotion or care, again, they're just looking to feed off of your energy this week. So they can walk away feeling a little bit better about their crappy circumstances. That's all they're looking for. They need to emotionally and psychologically move on from this. And their means of doing it is to dump it all on you. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. So just be mindful, protect your energy this week. I'm not telling you not to entertain this person or not to be caring. You know, I'm not telling you not to listen to them, but just make sure that everything that they're dumping on you doesn't drain you of your energy, because they are looking to replenish their energy by tapping into yours. Just make sure they don't leave your well dry, okay? Because then you could be feeling, you know, for the rest of the week, you could be feeling like really crappy and tired and drained, and it's because you just gave all of your energy to this person. So they walk away in that Six of Wands feeling great, and you end up feeling depleted, okay? That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, you want to claim all or part of it, or maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what's headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have obsessive lover. Now, if you don't want to take it as a lover, you don't have to. It could just be someone who is obsessed with you. This is someone who has unhealthy coping mechanisms. They could be a bit possessive. This is someone who is toxic. And this week, for most of you, it's a lover, but for others of you, it's just, you know, you can take it as another karmic connection in your life. But this person is obsessed with you this week. Tell me about this individual here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So this person is very emotional. I'm almost getting I'm almost getting this feeling like they're coming out of the dark. So maybe you've been a bit silent with this individual, or you have not communicated much with them lately. And now it's like they're coming out of the dark, wanting to communicate with you, wanting something from you. Could also be stalking you. Tell me more about this for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Strength card. This is someone who won't take no for an answer. This is going to be a very, very specific message, okay? You have had someone in your life that at some point you either walked away from them or they walked away from you. This is most likely recent, okay? I don't have any indication here that it's someone from 20, 30 years ago. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess, Magician, and Lovers, okay? That leaves the Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, and Six of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like recently you rejected this individual. Again, maybe for some of you, this is a platonic karmic connection, a neighbor, a friend, a colleague, a family member. For others of you, it's a lover. This person is relentless with wanting you back in their life. They see you as either the source of their happiness or someone who contributes greatly to their happiness. And I feel like they want a new beginning, some kind of reconnection with you. They've been manifesting, hoping, and praying that you will return to them. Tell me more about who is this person? Who is this person that wants this reconnection? I'm going to clarify the Ace of Wands here for Aquarius. Who is this person? Yeah, this person's like not taking no for an answer. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. Man, they're really up in their head, and I feel like you have walked away from them. You walked away from this person at some point, and they like have not stopped thinking about you. Because the Five of Swords in this deck is a little bit different than the typical Five of Swords. Tell me more about this person. Who is this person that wants this Ace of Wands here with Aquarius? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We had the Judgment card come out. So this person is making the judgment call to want to return to you. King of Wands could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. and then an Ace of Pentacles. They don't have to be a masculine. They could be a feminine. I don't read body parts. And they don't necessarily have to be a fire sign. We all embody all 4 elements. So this person is just leaning into their fire energy, using their, or based upon their intuition. Their intuition is guiding them back to you. Okay. And so they are tapping into their fire energy to be bold and brave enough to come towards you this week and want to offer you this Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and Knight of Swords. They've been thinking about this for a while. The connection, whether it's been completely severed or just has been broken between you and this person, has been very burdensome for them. It's taken them a lot of strength and courage to want to return. On the Strength card, we have the, there's an infinity symbol here tattooed on the person's forearm. So I feel like this is someone who wants to do this again. So this is a cycle or a loop, like they want to repeat with you. I feel like this person has been hoping and praying. And also in the Magician, we have that infinity loop. So yeah, this person is hoping and praying that you will take them back or allow them back into your life. Tell me a little bit more about this person. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. A little bit more about this person. Page of Swords, you're receiving some type of communication from them this week. 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. This is someone who wants to nurture this connection. Once again, they could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or like I said, an Aries, Leo, or Sag, or they're just leaning into that. They're leaning into the fire element to be bold and brave enough to come towards you. And then they're leaning into their earth element to try to come across to you as solid and grounded as they can. This is someone who wants to come in from out of the cold. They want to nurture this connection with you after this heartbreak or this separation. They feel lonely and sad about what has happened. I feel like this person has been waiting in the 3 of Wands for you to approach them, and you haven't. And so this week there is a tower moment because they are coming to defend what they believe is rightfully theirs, you. This person is very obsessed, and I don't believe they'll be taking no for an answer. The Page of Cups tells me that this person, or Knight of Cups, they're extending an offer, an apology. There's definitely some kind of communication here from this person where they want reconciliation. They want victory in the Chariot. They could be traveling to you. They want another cycle here. You can't make it up. This person, there's not one negative card here. I don't know what this person did. They could be the most horrible human on the face of the planet, but this week they're obsessed with wanting to get back into your good graces. They're putting their best foot forward, and they're hoping that you too want to heal this connection with them. I'm just going to get you 3 cards of advice. But remember, at the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will. You can say yes, no, I don't know. I have to think about it. You do what is best for you. But I will get you 3 cards of advice. So let's clarify this, lovers, because you're going to have a choice whether to say yes or no. Bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Wands. I'm telling you, this person's not taking no for an answer, but let's see. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Aquarius. One more shuffle now. Thank you. 3 cards of advice. The Chariot, the Empress, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Tap into your intuition. Review maybe the lesson or lessons that you learned from being in the connection with this person the first time around. I almost want to say here, Chariot to the Empress to the Page of Wands, don't let this person wait too long for an answer, because I think that's just going to fuel the obsession that they have with you and about you even more. So I'm taking this as like, come up with an answer. Chariot, the Empress, and the Page of Wands. Come up with an answer, like with a reply, as quick as you can, using your intuition here. Remembering the heartache and the pain that was caused here, or that they caused, or that the connection caused you in the 10 of Swords. So you can make an accurate an accurate decision about whether or not you want reunion with them. King of Swords, there's your energy. So your advice here is to not leave them waiting too long, because the longer they're waiting, the more obsessed they're becoming. So you kind of want to nip it in the bud, whether you're going to say yes, no, I have to think about it. It's kind of like, don't make this person wait, 2 weeks to get back to them type of thing. And I'm sorry, this is Page of Wands. So it's like within a day or the same day, because for me, wands are days. So again, don't make this person wait 2 weeks to get back to them. It's kind of whatever direction you want to move forward in to convey that to this person as quickly as you can. That is what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you like this message, it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what is headed your way the week of April 13th, 2025. You have uninterested. Tell me more about uninterested here for Pisces. I think you had this 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I don't know if it's regarding the same thing. We'll see what tarot has. Bottom of the deck, we have High Priestess, which is your energy. Excuse me. Tell me more about uninterested here for Pisces. What do they need to know about this for the week of April 13th, 2025? One more shuffle. Okay. Thank you. These cards wanted to make an appearance, so we're going to take them. We have the 8 of Cups, we have the 2 of Cups, and we have the Empress. And then we have the Fool card. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. What is this 8 of Cups here for Pisces? Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups here for Pisces. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 8 of Cups, clarified by 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the High Priestess. Pisces, I feel like you have left a connection in the recent past, or you are leaving a connection this week. You're leaving a connection or have left a connection. Okay, take it how it resonates to you. Because of deception and lies and trickery or betrayal, you are in search of your 10 of Cups. You are in search of your happily ever after, however you define it. I feel like you're no longer interested in this person, whether it's the past person or it's your current person that you're leaving. I feel like you're closing your heart off to them and you're in pursuit of your 10 of Cups. So you've realized that it's not with that past person. I'm never going back to them again. Or this week, you're like, because I always say Pisces, I have 2 groups of Pisces here on my channel. So I kind of feel like this is geared a little bit more for the ones that are still wrapping up that old chapter. But I'm going to read it both ways. You either left someone recently or you're making the decision this week to leave someone. Both of you are now in agreement that whoever that person is, past or current, they're not the 10 of Cups and you are now in search of it. Tell me about the Empress here. One more shuffle here, please and thank you. I feel like that's your energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. We have King of Wands, we have 9 of Pentacles, and we're taking, and we have the 8 of Wands. Moon at the bottom of the deck. Pisces, I feel like you are taking the inspired action to really become, again, I have 2 groups of you. So those of you, you're still in this connection, you're taking inspired action this week to become single, to become autonomous of it as quickly as you can. And for those of you where you left that person at some point in the past, this is the week you are gaining your confidence to get out there in the hopes of finding an individual to help you create or build the 10 of Cups. Either way, I keep saying it, the 2 Piscean groups are coming together. You're all having this new beginning. It's different for each of you. One group having a new beginning this week because they're deciding to leave their current connection. For others of you, you've left it already. You've been healing. And this week, you're, I don't know, about to get out there. I don't know with that Page of Swords. You're becoming vulnerable again. You want to find love. You're a little up in your head about it. You're nervous. You might be creating some online profiles. You could be going out with friends in the hopes of meeting someone, or you're going out on your own, maybe to some group events, hoping to meet someone. But the 2 groups of Pisces on my channel are converging. You're coming together. Both on the adventure now, this new start to find love. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. You are uninterested in that old Ace of Cups. So bravo to you. I want to pull some cards for those of you where you've left this in the past some time ago. You've taken a long time to heal. And this week you're starting to feel inspired again. And you want to move forward with finding a new person. Give me 3 cards for the Piscean collective on that timeline. You're ready. You're ready to go out there and find your next soulmate, soul bond connection. Tell me more. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands, and the Tower. You're ready to drop the wands. You feel like it's a new cycle in your life. You've cried over the past. You've healed over the past. And you know that you can continue your healing while simultaneously looking for your next person. Bravo to you. Bravo to you, because you have suspended your life long enough because of that. And I feel like this week you're starting to build up your confidence again. Like I said, you could be connecting with friends to go out and meet new people. Again, just hoping to meet your next soulmate. For others of you, you're going out on your own. You could be going to a museum. You're going out to some more cultural events or places. Again, in the hopes of finding someone. And others of you, you're going online in that Page of Swords. You're nervous. Don't get me wrong. 8 of Swords. But you're going to do it anyway. It's your aha epiphany moment. I've cried over spilt milk long enough. I need to get back out there. Despite any reservations or nervousness that I feel, I'm ready for love again. Good, good for you. Now I want to get 3 cards for those of you where you're leaving that person this week, or you're making the decision to become autonomous of it. Let's get 3 cards for that group of Pisces, please. I keep saying by the end of the month, by May, y'all are all on the same timeline. Bottom of the deck, again, 4 of Cups. Not interested in that cup anymore. So for the Pisceans on that second timeline, what do they need to know? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. I think you're having communication with this individual that you're out. King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands. I think you're very defensive. I think this could be someone you're married to. King of Cups to the Queen of Cups, or you might have shared resources, or you may have been with them a long time. Take those messages how they resonate. But I feel like this week you are in search of the 9th cup. And I feel like you're communicating that with this, with your counterpart, that you've been waiting and waiting for something to change here in the connection, and it has not been changing. Tell me more about this for Pisces in this second group. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords here. One more shuffle, because the Queen is holding a cup. The Knight is taking a cup. You're like, I'm going in this direction. Knight of Swords, I feel like you're telling this person you're leaving them in the past. Chariot, you're leaving them in the past. King of Pentacles could be someone you're married to. 5 of Cups. Yeah. 9 of Swords. I think this is the week you're telling this person you've been waiting and waiting for the marriage to change, the relationship to change. I'm going to say this. You might be telling them that if it doesn't like, there's some kind of message here of like, I'm not interested in the way things have been progressing or the way things have been declining in this connection. It's almost like if things don't improve, like now, I'm out of here. I kind of feel like it's a little ultimatum-ish for most of you. For others of you, I think you're just informing this person that you're tired of waiting and that you're leaving them. Either way, there is some remorse and regret and sadness here. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think the person that you're informing, either way, whether you're giving them an ultimatum or you're literally telling them you're out, I do think that they too are lamenting and sad over this. But I don't see them doing anything, to be honest with you. They're hearing you out, but I don't see them doing anything. What is this person's response to Pisces? So yeah, for some of you, you're giving like, this is like your one last chance to them. I've been waiting, things aren't changing. And if things don't change now, rapidly, Knight of Swords, like right now, I'm out. I don't really see this person doing much. I know you're hoping for this new beginning. I don't see them doing that. What is this person's response to Pisces? And like I said, for others of you, you're just telling them that you're leaving. But again, I don't see them doing much here. The King of Pentacles is the slowest king in the deck. He takes almost no action. Well, he takes action, but it takes him a long time to take action. He's very methodical and he thinks it through. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. It's why his knight is the Knight of Pentacles. We have Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Death card. Magician, Four of Pentacles, and the Tower. Pisces, I think they're going to let the relationship end because they have someone else. Take that only if that resonates. If you're giving this person an ultimatum, you've been waiting and waiting for things to change, and you know that they have someone else, and this is like your last stand, I feel like they're going to let you walk. I'm sorry to tell you that. I feel like they're going to let you walk. You may be better off just ending it. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do. I think you're manifesting and hoping that if you take this last stand, this person's going to run towards you. I kind of think they're going to let it end. They're going to, like in this deck, the Death card is running over this person. Let's say, and I'm not saying this person is you. This person will symbolize a connection with you, because over here, there's another couple. So I kind of get the feeling like your person has another person. And ironically, the woman here in the card is dressed oddly similar to the Queen of Wands. So there's something here about maybe your person has another person, so they're going to let this end so they can move on with whomever this other person is. That's why there's no response. The response is, well, if you think we should end, then, okay. So just be mindful of that. So yeah, I have two distinct groups of Pisceans. For those of you where you're out of disconnection a while and you've been healing, I feel like you're gearing up and getting ready this week to meet your next person. So congratulations to you. And for those of you where you have not left this person yet, I kind of feel like that group is split in two. One group of you, you're just going to tell the person you're out. I don't really think they do much. I think they're kind of in agreement with you, even though they're as remorseful for the end of the connection as you are. They don't appear to be doing anything. And then for others of you, you're sort of giving them an ultimatum because you know they have someone else, and it looks like they're not responding. I think they're going to let it end so they can move on with that other person. Take all those messages, how they resonate to you. But the Piscean collective, by hook or by crook, are converging, are merging. I do think you'll be on the same timeline by May. Some of you, like I said, you're there already, and others of you, you're kind of lagging behind. But I do think you'll eventually get there, because it looks like this connection is ending. I'm sorry to tell you that. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week of April 13th, 2025. For those of you looking for someone new, good luck. I do hope that you find your person very soon. That is what I have for you. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, or you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. So, collective, there you have it. What you don't see coming for the week of April 13th, 2025. All signs, all placements. And now a quick collective reading for everyone. Utilizing the card at the bottom of the deck, we have Thief. Someone feels here robbed. They feel like they're at a loss, whether this is physical, financial, emotional. Tell me more about this for the collective. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Tell me more about this for the collective. What do they need to know about the Thief card? The Magician popped out of the deck there. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Magician. We have the Death card. We have the Strength card. And we have the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Wands, Six of Swords, and 10 of Cups. Oh my God. Collective, I think that you have an individual here that has been trying to hope and pray and manifest you back into their life. I don't know if it's a friend, a family member, or a lover. This person has been feeling an emotional loss. They feel like they have been robbed since you've left their life, or since this argument took place between the two of you. This person is hoping to have a heartfelt conversation with you this week in the hopes of restoring this connection. They want to rebirth it. They know that you guys can't go back to exactly what you were beforehand, but they are hoping to fix the relationship with you. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Yeah, Justice, Page of Swords. It looks like you're receiving communication from this individual. I'm not going to clarify who they are because now I'm reading for like over 100,000 of you, so it's going to be different. But let's see if we can at least get an idea of the message. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups here for the collective. What does this Knight of Cups have to say to the collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. And I feel like this person's like wearing their heart on their sleeve. King of Swords. King of Swords twice. I love this deck. There are two of the masculine cards throughout this deck. So King of Swords, King of Swords. This is a conversation they want to have with you as an equal. Okay. And then we have the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Three of Swords. This person wants to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you as equals, okay, king to king or queen to queen. I don't read body parts, about how to restore happiness to this connection. And I don't know, for some of you, maybe this is a colleague and you had some kind of falling out with them, and they want to have a discussion about this in the hopes of, yeah, Ace of Swords, this honest, truthful conversation to see whether or not you guys can come back together again, whether there's the ability to forgive and forget and move on. You make this person happy. Again, whether it's a neighbor, a colleague, a friend, a family member, or a lover, you make them happy, and that's basically what they want to convey to you. This person is looking for reconciliation. I'm going to get 3 cards of advice for you, but there's really not much left to say here. They've been hoping and praying and wishing that when they approach you with this, that you will say yes. They're hoping for a yes. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Yeah, which we saw at the onset of the reading. So this person is coming in wanting this conversation or to offer you this apology, this explanation. And again, they want to speak to you like an equal, king to king. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for the collective. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Your advice. Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. This is a good, well, first of all, Wheel of Fortune, this is happening in divine timing. Second, you can decide, you have the divine gift of free will, whether or not you want to move forward with this person or away from this person. Interesting, on this deck, in the top gear of the Wheel of Fortune is actually the heart. So it's up to you if you want to repeat this cycle. And I don't mean repeat it like it's going to be exactly the same as it was in the past. I don't know your individual story, but there's something here about, do you want to do this again with this person, this connection? Do you want to offer your heart to them again or not? It's up to you. The Empress, whether you're masculine or feminine, know your worth, know your value, know what you deserve. And the Ace of Swords, speak your truth, like no holds barred. You need to get full absolute clarity from this person, and you also need to be very clear about your intentions as well as what you expect from this individual in return. There's something here about discussing fears and anxieties, things that have been kept hidden, secrets. In the Moon card, like everything has to come out. Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords, like everything we've been thinking about has been coming, needs to come out. Everything we've kept to ourselves in the Hermit energy, like if you're going to do this and have a clean slate, all the skeletons have to come out of the closet. You have to be willing to go through this ring of fire, basically, with this individual. And that's, you know, again, if you want to do this again and you want to open up your heart to this person, then this conversation needs to be honest and truthful from both ends. That is what I have for you. And then, of course, after the conversation, reflect on this in the Hermit energy. Reflect on this, and look, then we get the Queen of Swords. So go back, reflect, think about what transpired, what was said, and then you can return with your communication, with your decision. So basically here's to have this very open, raw, honest conversation with this person, and then tell them you need some time to think about it. Swords for me are weeks. The Queen holds 1 sword. So you could tell them I need up to a week to really think this through. But that's what I have for you. Collective looks like someone that you had some kind of break with or disagreement or discord is looking to reconcile with you this week. And your advice is to have a very open and honest conversation with them, and then to take at least or I shouldn't say at least a week, up to a week to really think about everything before responding back with your final answer. That is what I have for you for the week of April 13th, 2025. If you liked any of these messages, you want to claim all or part of them, maybe you found them to be helpful or hopeful or maybe just entertaining, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for all of you again, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.